Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. The first thing I'll mention is I did some thinking and I think we're gonna change the schedule, not change the schedule, but change how often I do my highlight episodes. And by highlight episodes I mean how often I do an episode where I switch to another specialization. Right now we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the deprived and the pariah. So that's 6 out of 40. There are 34 more that I need to do to get the realm achievements done with. Just to remind you, the realm achievements are the ones that are the Competent blank, the Competent Animator, Competent Astrologer, Blood Mage. You can get these done by doing 100 realms, and I'm getting these done by doing 100 low-level realms, which is the quickest way to do them. However, it takes a long time to get through 100 realms. Not that long, but it takes several hours, which is something that ends up being spread out over the course of a week for me. And so previously I was doing like one episode of highlights and then 2 regular episodes. I think we're going to change it to 1 episode of highlights plus 4 regular episodes. And that's going to do 2 things. Number 1, with more regular episodes, that gives me more of a buffer, because it's easier to record regular episodes than it is to do this, first of all, just to do the 100 realms, then to patch together all the highlights and do the video processing as well. So that's one part of it. But then also, if it's 5 instead of 3, then that'll mean it lines up with how I'm organizing the series, which is Monday to Friday every week. And I'm thinking the way we'll do it is Monday and Tuesday will be normal episodes. Excuse me, Wednesday will end up being the highlights episode. So Wednesday will be the longer episode, and then Thursday and Friday will be regular episodes as well. So the highlights episode will be in the middle, bookended by regular episodes of regular length. And yeah, it'll mean that it'll take slightly longer overall for these achievements to get done, but it'll mean I'm less likely to get burned out, and it'll be easier to get things done while we're doing that. Anyway, having explained all that, it's time to get going in this episode. And in this episode, what are our goals? Just want to do a regular old episode. Lately, I've gone on another mission, which is trying to hand in more runes of prophecies to get our numbers up. And yeah, we've handed in. I think we were at 170 or 180 when I noticed that the low numbers for the Rune of Prophecies was a problem, and since then we've brought it up quite a bit. So it's going to be one of those things where now that I know that it's a problem, and now that I've internalized the things that I need to do to address the problem, it'll just slowly get fixed over time. Or not fixed, it'll slowly get completed over time. Anyway. So that's going to be one of our goals. We just want to hand in Runes of Prophecies when they hit 5 or more lines completed. And then that'll help us complete not only the objective to do Runes of Prophecies, but also the objective to do lines for Runes of Prophecies. So it's you need to do 1,000 runes and 5,000 lines, which is why I've picked this picked 5 as the number of lines that are acceptable. And I was so lucky that the Nephilim shield bearer got killed at the start of that combat, because otherwise that could have been pretty annoying. Anyway, we are in the arachnid nest to start this episode because we have a nether boss fight. And the nether boss fight should be relatively straightforward. We'll even do some farming if we get the chance. We got this done. We'll still need life and chaos and death. So let's focus on life. Let's focus on chaos. Yeah, let's focus on chaos. Yeah, let's focus on chaos. Well, I need to find the candle first. Or we'll focus on whoever's the lowest. So these are both nature. You're death. I guess let's do that. Let's do death. Let's do some leeches. Like, we need to find the candle before we can do that. Maybe I should do that before making all these grand plans. Anyway, going up here, nothing there, that's okay. That's okay. Alright. Have we donated? Yes, we have. Alright. Okay, is there anything... There is. What a weird layout. Not a huge fan of the layout in this realm. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be honest. We do have to worry about these guys. So Sanctum Umbra is perdition. Let's quickly take out the boss. No reason waiting. Surprise! Yeah, Cranax is one of those people who tries to resurrect as other different things. However, I think burn their corpses will stop him from coming back. Yep. Alright. Ooh, Vicious Bite. Is this an interesting trait? Direwolves is something we don't really need. Alright. So let's get some people on the field. We said we'd get some leeches to get our death creature counter up. And now let's just wander around the realm. We've got 2 other rooms that we haven't been to. There might be stuff in them. I really hope that there's something in them, because with these realms that have really weird layouts, sometimes you walk a long way and then there's just nothing. It's just a totally empty room. And then you're like, well, if I'd known that, I wouldn't even have gone. But then, you know, there's no way to turn back time, sadly. Okay. Let's not get upset before we've even been to the places, right? Let's wait until we get there, and if the rooms are empty, then we can start crying about it. Let's at least wait until then. Anyway, so last episode we also found 4 cards, I do believe, all of them coming from random loot. Are we gonna have similar luck in this episode? Maybe. Possibly. God, this is so out of the way. This room. The room is below us, but to get there you gotta go down, you gotta go around, so far. And this didn't even have a chest at the end. What a troll. I guess there are people that we summoned who are inside. And of course the master of the realm. So there's that at least. And it is not a rare master, which sucks. That's okay. We'll find rare masters around, I'm sure. Alright, let's take out the Might Master. And I think we'll just let the Red-White take care of business. Actually, hang on. I guess we didn't even need to do that. Alright, well, that simplified things at least. Okay. And now we can move on to the next round. So, pretty quiet start to the episode. No cards. 1 trait Netherstone, but not a very exciting one. And you know what, that's okay. The exit is there. Okay. There's probably gonna be a few people along the way. Yep. 3 of them. Including this nemesis creature. I'm glad we ran into you, because I didn't even realize that there were nemesis creatures still left on the map. But that's good to know. And, you know, good that we ran into you. Otherwise I would have left. And I think that's the prophecy for killing death creatures. Go back to the castle. There's one thing I'm gonna do, and that is I'm gonna cancel my my raid. Hang on, let me just make sure so we don't have to do raids. Okay, I'm gonna cancel my raid thing and I'm gonna start a hunt just in case we run into that nether portal, that nether realm where the guy completes one of your projects, and then we'll have a chance of him completing the hunt mission, giving us a free completion on the Rune of Prophecies. Just, you know, gaming the system a little bit. Alright. So now we're just gonna go to a random realm. And yeah, we'll just have a good time. Yeah? So we still need to complete the objectives for life creatures and chaos creatures. And also, the last couple of times we were in this realm, we've had really good luck finding cards. We've also had really bad enemy fusions. So this time we don't have a bad enemy fusion. we do have enemies with an annoying chance of resisting our damage, but at least they're not fused with tremors. But the last couple times we were also in this realm, we had pretty good luck finding cards. So the last time we visited, well, the time before that, we found I think 3 cards in that one realm. And then the next time we visited, we found only 1 card, but that 1 card was the King Dumpling card. You seriously, dude? The King Dumpling card, which, you know, that was a pretty nice moment. Let me just make sure we're done with death. We're done with death. We should focus on chaos. I think we still need to kill, still need to get the Manticore. Flailing Manticore. I've been hunting this guy for a while. If we just land 1 hit, then the area of effect kills off the rest of the enemy pretty quickly. So it's not that bad. At least when we're doing damage, we're killing them in 1 hit, which is why I figured we could do some farming. Because even with enemies resisting our damage, if they're at least getting killed in 1 hit, then it's acceptable. It's when they have a chance of resisting your damage and you also have to hit them multiple times. That's when battles can go really, really slowly. If enemies are... like, if you have this combination of realm things going on. And we need to find... we need to find... some logs lying on the ground and deliver them to the houses. We've come across some of the houses, but not any of the things that they need. As always, there's something in the vomit. Alright. Let's keep going. Dumpling is nature. More favor, okay. Alright. Taking you out. Taking you out as well. Alright. Okay. And we need to find satyrs to kill as well. That's the realm objective. Haven't come across any of them yet. There's one group of satyrs. Those pipes lying on the ground. That's how you summon them. Or that's how you get into combat with them. I just noticed the text on that the game has when you interact with these pipes. I'll show you with the next one because it's actually pretty funny, and I can't believe I've never like noticed it until just now. So we'll make a point of reading it in the next satyr pipes we come across. So I don't really see any of them here. So I think that's the okay. I think that's the chaos creature killing objective done, which is nice. We should also get the life creatures done. Oh, I went through it too quickly. What it says is you pick up the pipes and you try to play, but you're so bad at playing them that these guys get offended and they attack you. There's some wood, finally. Alright, so let's get some priests on the field, because we need to kill life creatures. Priest Vizier. Well, come on down. Let's keep on trying to get our rune completed as efficiently as possible. So there's one. We still need more. And we need to do these mini boss realms as well. So there's quite a bit left to do in this realm. No cards so far though. So I guess it's it evens out. No cards, but also no annoying enemy fusions. Alright. Oh, not trying to open the chest, I'm trying to attack this person. And this person is now dead. Okay. Okay, let's keep things moving along and get ready for the next realm. But before that, we have a master to fight, the Ent Master. Here's what we'll do. Clayman. Clayman again. And now punch them to death. Taking out more of these priests that we summoned. We surely must be pretty close to this. Yep, just 2 more combats with these guys will satisfy that objective as well. And then we'll be looking pretty good. So 3 lines, and we can complete more lines when we hand in Keyforge missions, although that'll take a while. This will take a while. Yeah, we're gonna need a bit of help before we can really make good inroads into this Rune of Prophecies. Ooh, things are slowing down. But I think they have sped up again. Alright. There's our final bit of wood. Final area. Alright. Now I think we're good. We are good to just... We don't need to hand in our Rune of Prophecy, so we'll hold on to it. So we don't need to hand in our Goblet of Trials, so we will hold on to it until the next time the Rune of Prophecies is asking us to do that. Alright. So now... Where's the exit? There's the exit. Can I just go to a new realm? 436. I will even endure extra traits. For 436, I will bite this bullet. Because that is a good, juicy loot bonus. Astral Gallery, haven't been here for a while. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We have macros that can help us deal with this, so let's do it like this. Is there anything else going on? Other than the extra traits, it's not that bad. But they have shelled as well, and we don't have our additional attacks. So Spreading Plague, I think, is death. But let me just confirm that. What happened? Like, it used to be when I did a search for like Siralim ultimate spells, on the first page of the result it would take you to the unofficial codex, but it no longer does that. Huh. So do I have to like bookmark this, I guess? You know what? Like, this is a problem that's easily fixed. But it still bothers me. I don't know. Well, this was obviously going to be a death class spell. But I just wanted to make sure. Because I was like, Plague could arguably be a nature class thing. Anyway, so... You know what? We'll keep it like this. Because occasionally our Dread White is gonna cast Dispel, so hopefully that makes this realm bearable. Oh, what kind of vortex? Oh god, Mana Vortex. Fuck off, dude. And they have a... What an awful party this is. Oh my god. Oh god, this is miserable. At least the Mana Vortex is dead. But man, this is not fun. Oh god, dude. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, dude. God, this is miserable. Fucking die, dude. Okay, there we go. Jesus, what an annoying fight. Okay. It's done, it's over. It's done, it's over. Let's just make our donation and move on. We're not doing any summoning in this realm, because this is a bad realm. There's one group of masochists that are now dead. Okay. Okay. Sorry, like, every time you have a really annoying fight, I feel like it's better to just... The immediate reflex is to just keep talking trash about how annoyed you are, and I feel like that's not a... It's not necessarily the best thing, right? You don't want to be spewing negativity out into the world. So sometimes I just take a moment, I'm like, okay, that was dumb, that was annoying, I feel really bad. I don't need to drag other people down with me, so I'll just be quiet for a while, and then when my emotions have settled down a little bit, then I'll get back into doing commentary with Ernest. That's just my philosophy on the matter. Right, let's take out these guys. And let's continue. No cards so far. Oh, really, dude? Protected. And you fucking shuffled it. These guys were annoying, but at least they somehow like died pretty early. Ooh, this dumpling is stuck. Stuck because unlike us, he cannot pick up these objects lying on the ground. Who are you? You are the masochist master. Alright, that's a... Please stop. Alright. Okay, well... Can we just... When... Well, we came close. With corpse explosions, we could have won. There we go. There we go. And now you're done. Yeah, no summoning candle action, divination candle action in this round, just because there's too much going on with extra traits and them being shelled and us not having our extra attacks and casts. It's too much. It's too much. There are gonna be way better rounds for farming than this one. And that's one major lesson that I'll give to anyone playing this game, is that yes, there's lots of grinding to do, but not all realms are equal when it comes to grinding. So if there's some specific kind of grind that you need, just play the game regularly, or even do low-level farming, cycling through Man, I didn't get to see what loot that guy was giving me because these fucking enemies initiated combat. That's fucking disgusting. Oh god. Anyway, while we're waiting for this miserable why are we silenced? Like, fuck off, dude. while we're waiting for this miserable combat to end, let me finish my thought. Like, not all realms are equally good when it comes to farming. If there's some specific grind that you need, don't make yourself miserable by trying to farm cards in some really huge spread out realm. Speaking of cards, I don't think we found any cards. I think we were at 927 from last episode as well. Anyway, like, what I was getting at was, like, if you really need to farm a specific card, for instance, wait until you have a small realm where you can summon enemies over and over again and kill them very, very quickly, as opposed to you've got to run all the way around a bunch of long corridors. Okay, speaking of cards, this is our first card, and of course, it comes courtesy of Random Loot, Black Crystal Smith, and the Smith card set, now 9 out of 10. Despite us not really trying, this very large card set is on the verge of completion. Feels pretty good. Who's this running around? Just a regular enemy. I guess we'll get him on the way back. Yeah, see, a realm like this would be awful for farming Divination Candle enemies. Because imagine, like, how spread out everybody would be. You'd have, like, 2-3 people over here. You'd have random people in these corridors. You'd have groups here. Yeah, just... You'd want to wait until you have a more suitable realm. Alright, so I guess there's nothing there. That's okay. Again with the fucking silence. That's dumb. Anyway, let's hand in our project, start a new project, and then we can move on. So that's one Keyforge done, second Keyforge started. Even though last realm was garbage in terms of the realm properties, I'm pretty sure the high loot bonus helped us get that one card from that one chest. So in the end, it paid off, kind of. So no more extra traits means we can switch our macros back. Enemies are fused with manticores, don't really care. Yeah, this is what we like. One punch, killing enemies at the start of combat without having to, you know, dispel extra traits and annoying buffs. We donated? Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Okay, let's go up and around. Grab this. And let's take out these guys. And let's move right along. And let's go up and around. And there's the portal that we need to complete the realm quest. let's see what we get. Should get a good amount of loot, because we'll get loot from the chests. And then realm loot for completing the realm quest. Nothing special, but you know what, that's okay. Here's our candle. I think we're done hunting for specific creatures though, yeah. So for this... Ooh, nice. So for this, we can just go for whoever's highest on the list. And that would be... Imlings. Still trying to hunt down this rancid Imling card. Let's see if perhaps these guys are gonna be the ones to give it to us. Or do this. And then there's another object to the left. And then we go down. Oh no, there's a thing that I missed. And then there's the buried treasure. And a useless nether stone. That's okay. That's okay. I think I missed a chest. Yeah, I missed this chest. So let's rectify that. And then I think there's a few little things that we've got to explore, and then we can move on to the next realm. Quite a bit to explore, actually. I stand corrected. Alright, let's see what we can find in the rest of this realm. Might as well get some more people summoned. Game feels like it's running a bit slow. My default position is to just blame Windows, especially because OBS has felt like it's not given me any issues for at least the past month and a half. Ooh, hey, we're about to get an Imling skin. Teddy bear? Teddy bear? Teddy bear. That's interesting. Are Imlings bears? Is that a... I mean, I guess we'll find out, so... Teddy bear, that's our only Imling skin. It's just a teddy bear, alright. That's kind of cool. And this, I believe, is our master. So not one of the rare masters, but... Nevertheless, we'll fight you, because you get mastery, and then you get a loot drop as well. The Carbuncle Master. Right, we'll do it like this. Do it like this. Do it like this. So we found a skin earlier, so we found a card earlier from a random drop. And we found a skin from the creature that we were farming. Good variety, not just of the kinds of loot that we found, but also from the sources that we found them from. Which I think it's nice when your good loot comes from different sources. Like when you're playing Diablo 2 and maybe not in a single session, but across, let's say, a week of playing, you look at where your different good drops came from. Some of them will just be like random creature drops, you know, in high-level areas. Some of them will be boss drops, some of them will be super chest drops, some of them might be gambled from Geed or other vendors that allow you to gamble. What other sources of loot? Some of them might be like crafted items. Yeah, I think those are the main sources of loot in Diablo 2. This game maybe doesn't have the same variety of different kinds of sources, but I mean, you have regular chests, you've got nether bosses, you've got false gods. There's not much of a crafting mechanic. I mean, there is, but like you can't craft random items the way that you can do in Diablo 2. Not that I'm advocating that a crafting component should be added to this game, because it would just make it even harder to 100% the game, because then obviously achievements related to crafting would also be added, and then you would just never finish playing this game. Which arguably some people would see that as a plus, a game that literally never ends. But for me, I think I do like the fact that as long as this game is, at least conceptually, there's an endpoint. I mean, I guess you can add crafting and then just have one set of things that never changes, but the moment you do that, usually a lot of developers go overboard, then trying to add more and more things and like refining changes and balances. Let's not forget that rune words in Diablo 2 were basically an extension of the crafting system. The old system of socketing, it was a more interesting version of the existing socketing system, and then look at the madness that spawned. Granted, it's also a multiplayer game, so that probably had an impact. But I feel like the moment you go down that rabbit hole, it can be a bit of a Pandora's box, and it can just completely change the complexion of the game. And I think this game, like a lot of good things are coming in the next update. But this game, and by the time you're watching this, who knows, maybe the next update will even be out. I feel like this game doesn't really need more than what it already has. I think it's at the point where the best way to improve it is just by, like minor, like fixing bugs and just minor balance changes. Yeah, this is an unfortunate arrangement once again of the Rune of Prophecies squares. That's with things blocking us off. I guess you'll always have at least a couple things blocking you off. but you'd want the things blocking you off to be in the same line as other things that are also blocks, so that it limits the damage done, as opposed to having these blocks in otherwise fully complete lines where the only thing missing is that one thing. Whatever, you know, so sometimes it happens, sometimes it just means you gotta wait a few more realms before you're ready to hand things in. It's okay. So we gotta find blue stones. And we have pretty okay realm properties. We like B and D. We do like B and D. We gain favor and we gain loot. By far the best outcome. Alright, and now we get to take out these guys. I think they give us loot. No, they don't. The other thing probably gives us loot. These guys. Yes, they do. Okay. And we'll do some more. The fuck? Oh, they're resistant to debuffs. Okay. They're resistant to debuffs, and this is a realm where salamanders are one of the native creatures, I believe. It's a pretty annoying realm. Okay, this is pretty good, because I think we're ready to hand in our Rune of Prophecies now. Hell yes. Quaymar Tremor card, and that gives us another partial bonus. What was that from one of the creatures, or no, it wasn't. Oh no, it couldn't have been, because that's a Pandemonium fight. So this was just a bonus card from the bonus loot. Second card from bonus loot. Salamander Master. Oh no. Well, let's start. What is the Salamander trait? Their spells are more potent. I don't care about their spells. Oh god, what do you... Please. Please. Okay, good. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. So what was the Tremor card? So, let's take a look at the Tremor card set. 4 out of 7. Enemies gain less intelligence. Doesn't really help us that much. But, you know what? Better than nothing, I guess. I take out these guys. Alright. Also, that took us to 929 cards. We could wait a few realms and hand in the Keyforge mission. Something to think about. And what would doing that also do for us? It would give us a chance to maybe find more buried treasure. And we're probably not going to be finishing the hunt mission. You know what? Yeah, let's try and have a slightly more complete Rune of Prophecies. We could hand it in right now, but I think, well, I'll think about it. Let me get through this round first. But oh no, I didn't want to summon. Didn't want to summon these guys. I misclicked. Let's get some more rancid emblings. So now there's going to be some abominations running around that we don't really need. That's the realm done. If we find one more card in this episode, that'll keep us on track. Should B hope for the best? Gives us loot. But no favor, but no, loot is still a good outcome. Yeah, the game's really slowing down. I think I'm just gonna have to like restart my computer because I've had it on for a while. I've put it to sleep but not really done a restart in a while. So maybe that'll help. Or maybe Windows is just really insistent on doing some Windows update stuff. Because I could do Control-Alt-Delete, look through the task manager to see which program is responsible for this, but usually it ends up being some process that's associated with Windows Update. About 80% of the time. Then 10% of the time it'll be because I forgot to shut down my browser. Then 5% of the time it's because some other program is doing some update stuff of its own in the background. And then I don't know if that adds up to 100%, but then there's one more possibility, which is that it's just slow and I have no idea why. I'd say that happens about like 5% of the time. But there's just no explanation. It's just slow. Which probably means it's time for a new laptop, but this one's just, it usually works really well. And I really don't think that when it is slow that it's due to hardware issues necessarily. Because like I have a game open, and I have OBS open, and I'm recording. So with all of this, I don't think you can really hold it against the computer if the frame rate isn't super high. But it's gonna be time, probably in another couple months, to get another laptop. So what? The problem is it's hard to find one with the exact things that I need, because I need one which... should I hand in the Rune of Prophecies? Now, let me take a look at how our projects are shaping up. The Keyforge is going to take too long. hunt is gonna take too long. 2 more, and then this isn't, well, this is gonna complete 1 more line. Yeah, we're just gonna hand in our Rune of Prophecies now so that we can start making progress on the next one a little bit sooner. And how are we for time? Ooh, we've gone past the 1 hour mark, which means probably we have the False God coming up. Alright, so again, we don't need to hand in our Goblet of Trials, so we'll hold on to that. We need to do only Kino in terms of gambling, and we need to kill Aurum. So let's go ahead and do... In the hub area, the game's sped up, so I think something about certain realms, maybe certain animations slows things down, who knows. Well, let's take out Aurum pretty quickly. We'll play some Kino. I don't think we needed to do arena combat, so we'll just so what's your deal? They take damage. Okay, well, I don't think you're gonna. Even if even if like we did, like even if his special ability did trigger, I don't think it would have mattered that much to us. Anyway, let's do the Kino, and then I think it's gonna be the False God. You know what? Hang on. There's something that's bugging me. Is that this? You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it next episode. Because I don't like the decoration that I'm using to signify the Kino. Because everything else looks fine. The Monopoly looks fine. Or the Siralopoly looks fine. Slot machines is fine. Even the scratch cards looks okay, but like what we're seeing on this screen doesn't really correspond that well to this sad little table lying there. So we'll fix it. But maybe next episode. For now, let's. Ooh, we have another boss. We're gonna have a slightly longer episode because we're gonna have to kill the Nether boss and then the False God in back-to-back runs in the Arachnid Nest. All right, let's pick up the pace then. Oh, we had 358 and I bungled it. We got 367, but I'm not dealing with extra traits. Oh god. Listen. We just have 2 more rounds to go through. Don't throw this episode, Ali. God, my eyes are getting dry from staring at this. Jesus, come on, man. Hang on, I just need to... You switch to my left hand while I take a sip of water. 349, not good enough. And extra traits. Don't make me laugh, game. Okay, this is getting kind of silly. 434. Acceptable. Let's take this bonus into the arachnid nest, and let's see what we find, and then we're gonna have to do this one more time for the false god. So we've been having some long episodes, but you know what? We're also dealing with some really hardcore grinds, and we're trying to play the game in a more mindful way as well. They're resistant to debuffs, but why are these guys so weird? Anyway, they're dead now. Why are they casting spells? Is that a construct thing, or is it something else? These guys aren't. Anyway, let's take a look at this Rune of Prophecies. It looks like a pretty decent one. I think we'll be fine. A bit of favor with every god. It sounds okay. Have we donated? I don't know if we have. Because I think enemies were just... No, we have donated. Because we got into combat pretty quickly upon entering the... Why? Is... No traits on this one means I'm gonna have to do this. It must be a construct thing, because all kinds of enemies are casting spells. And they're casting them automatically when it's not even their turn. Maybe if maps are really big and spread out, that makes the game go slower. That's just one of my hypotheses. Some realms are quicker, some realms feel slower. Ooh, there's a treasure golem. Well, this is gonna be a miserable fight. Oh my god, what are you doing? That's annoying, man. And this is why having enemies be silenced and it not being a resisted silence is so crucial. Otherwise they will just ruin your day by casting spells over and over again. Alright, we gotta be quick. Because we've got one more realm to do after this one. I don't think I'll do any summoning in this realm just because it doesn't feel right. But nothing from you. Why did that Cloth Abomination tank so many hits? Was it because of the might? Was he giving him like a chance to avoid damage maybe? Possibly. Ooh, Netherstone just lying on the ground. Well, don't mind if I do. Alright. This is a very big, very spread out realm. And we get the bad outcome. And it's going very slow. I feel like Windows is definitely doing some shenanigans. Let's try and not let it get us too sidetracked. Anyway, let's take out the master. I'm thinking we'll just have can we just win? Hopefully. Hopefully corpse explosions can do the deed. There we go. Now we take out Syra. Can we do a similar thing? Not quite. Because we're moving in the wrong order, but we should still be able to do decent damage. Oh my god, this is dumb. Oh, they died because of blight. So nothing we did even mattered in the end. We need to hunt down these enemies because there's a good chance of them being nemesis creatures. The last enemy is probably also a nemesis creature. But where in this map are you? Well, there's a whole section that we haven't even been to. That's one place we could start. And blight kills them. Hilarious. So nothing from any of the chests. There's one. Where's this enemy? Hang on. God, yeah, this is such a... It must be because of how big this map is. That must be it. So we need to kill nature creatures, so I might as well summon some imlings on the way. Just summon, I don't... Yeah, might as well summon a full group. And let's hunt down this last enemy because it's gonna end up being a nemesis creature. Oh, yeah. I forgot. This is a bad realm. Well, hopefully we won't have too many people casting spells. Okay, where did... There, the creature's over there. All the way in the corner. Part of me wants to just... like... grant him amnesty and not kill that one mob. Like, if we're that dedicated to staying alive, that you're gonna go all the way into the corner, then might as well. We can get to you if we just go down here. Why are they casting spells? I should probably just look... at the start of battle, okay. This creature and the creature adjacent to it. Heaven Shield Construct, you guys fucking suck. You guys fucking suck. Thankfully... Why was that guy cast... Man. Whatever. There we go, come on. Thankfully, the construct race is quite large, and that means there's a good chance that, in fact, it's mathematically impossible for every single construct to be in a party of 6, because there are 10 and you only have 6 slots. But yeah, there's at least a good chance that the annoying one isn't going to be part of the party you're fighting. So finally now, we make sure that there's nothing left to do. There's no reason to go back home. Okay. So now let's go to the Arachnid Nest. 394 is a good bonus. We found 2 cards in the episode so far. One more card would put us on par for my, trajectory for getting to 500 cards by episode... Sorry, all the cards by episode 500. They're fused with... they're fused with imps. Well, that's kind of nice. Fused with imps, and we're fighting Impington. That's nice. The only thing that would have made it even nicer is if the previous Nether boss was the regular Impington. Okay, so we gotta be careful now because we've made him immune to spells and attack damage. So he can be hurt only by indirect damage. Now if we also make him immune to indirect damage, the fight will be unwinnable. But if we also give him the 10% damage cap, that'll mean the fight will be very long. Because it takes our build substantially longer to kill people with indirect damage just because there's fewer party members that can trigger large amounts of indirect damage, whereas almost anybody can trigger large amounts of attack damage by just using Rabid Dementia. Anyway, let's do this. Yep, I had a feeling this was coming. We'll take it, but I'm not happy about it. Anyway, let's go. We've got 4 more enemies. And a master, which as it turns out is not a rare master tragic. There we go. And we get a useless nether stone. Five more enemies to hunt down. And a false god to kill. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go up and around and let's go kill these guys, spawn the false god, and then we'll think about maybe summoning people at the candle. But first of all, we've got to bring that guy out on the field. Right, whetted bones. That's whetted, W-H-E-T-T-E-D. Whetting, I think, means sharpening. Oh. Creature now starts battles with more attack and defense, but loses attack and defense at the end of its turn. So, good stats, but they decay over time. Interesting concept. Lends itself well to builds that just try to end battles early. I can respect that. Alright. Alright. One more enemy left. Do we need to take Riddle Dwarves seriously? We do. Okay. Damarel is Alexandria. We get some gratitude out of you. And a mimic fight, which is probably the best outcome you can get from this event. But the mimic chest has nothing in. Where is this enemy? Let's find you instead of just wandering around aimlessly. It could be in this room that we haven't been in. We should at least look. Indeed you were. I think we won't do any summoning because it's been a long enough episode. But wait, did it summon the it did. There could be a chest, but let's get the false god killed first. He, hey, ho, ha. Nice to meet you too. You can only kill this guy with indirect damage. That means that means we just do a bit of this. Do a bit of this. Alright, feign death. Let's just do a bit of an Archangel's Blessing just to make sure everybody's safe. Now we just start doing Wormhole, Feign Death. Just over and over again. Until this guy's dead. Nice, Archangel's Blessing. Resurrect on death? Are you serious, man? Come on. Come on. Ugh. Do we even have enough charges? Is an interesting question. Because I didn't realize he was going to resurrect on... We should. There we go. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? How is this guy... Does he think he's Caliban? Like, what do you... How many times are you... How many times are you gonna resurrect? Like, what the... It feels like this body part has resurrected multiple times. Or maybe I'm just miscounting. Maybe he blocked a hit and he was just dying later than the other body parts. So he just resurrected later, and it made it seem like he resurrected more when he actually hadn't. Anyway. So what do we want? Didn't we have some sort of synergy where missing creatures are also counted as dead creatures? Or dead creatures are also, like, one of the two? So maybe we should lean into that. Chance to deal critical? I don't think so. One additional. This could be interesting. This could be fun. We are pack. I'll take We Are Pack. It seems like it'll lend itself to more interesting build synergies. Do we get anything interesting? Well, pretty high rarity netherstone that's ultimately just going to be destroyed. But I'll take it. Let's take a look at our Rune of Prophecies. Yeah, we're almost done killing nature creatures. Sorcery creatures as well as life. Hey, look at that, we got an achievement for our 250th anointment. Anointment Collector 8. 350, I think, is what you need to get the 10th and final one. You get another achievement for 300, and then 350 is the final one. But as you can imagine, if you're only fighting a false god once every 6 or 7 realms, it's gonna be it's gonna take a while. Anyway, and let me see how long we've been going. Yeah, it's been going more than an hour and a half. But if it's already gone this long, might as well kill a few priest viziers. because we've so far only found 2 cards in this episode. A third card would be nice. And maybe make a bit of progress towards the next Rune of Prophecies. Wouldn't be bad either, although the game is running pretty slow. I should probably just end this. But you know what, I've already committed to it. Let's just kill these guys. Then I'll see what Windows is up to. I'll restart. I think I'm seeing the icon that's telling me that Windows wants me to restart my computer, so at least that confirms my suspicion that it did have to do with the Windows updates. Let's even give Windows the benefit of the doubt and assume that it's important updates. I know security updates are pretty important these days, so you know what? Maybe it's a good thing. Anyway, that's what I will do. Are we done killing life creatures already? No? Okay. Well, then I don't know what prophecy we just completed. Maybe for just winning, like, overall battles. Anyway. Anyway. Let's let's just kill the rest of these guys and then we can call. Yeah, it's running really slow. Windows is itching for a restart, I can tell. But let's just kill these last 8 enemies, you know, just because it's... Oh yeah, and there's this tiny segment of map which might have a chest in it. It does have a chest in it. That's nice. Alright, so... a good chunk of our enemies are down here. There's one of them to the left, which we missed. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming across in the video, but I can feel things running way slower than they should. So, gonna be taking care of that. You know what? If we're done killing life creatures, which we are, I'm just gonna call it good. I'm not gonna go out of my way hunting the rest of these people. Unless they're really close by. Which they're not. I mean, they're close to each other, but they're pretty far out of our way. So I'm just gonna go home. We're gonna wrap up this episode. It's gone long enough. It's definitely gone long enough. Alright. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up... I'm gonna open up my screenshots folder. Did we really find this many? I guess we did. Hang on. Shiny orb 3, 4. I think I. Hang on. Shiny orb 3, 4, 1. I forgot to delete some of these. Shimmering. Is there a Shimmering Bijou 207? If there isn't, then that means it's one of the previous ones that I forgot to delete. In fact, there's nothing at 207. Okay, well then, that means all of these need to go. Hang on. Yeah, I was wondering why there's more pictures in this folder than there should be. Anyway, the next one is a Sparkling Prism 258. The next one is Polished Sphere 226. The next one is Glowing Jewel 408. Going pretty deep to find this one. More than 20,000 in one go. You gotta love it. And that's all we found. And how much piety does that leave us at? Let's just quickly take a look. More than 12 million. That's pretty nice. Okay, so before we end, let's just roll. Let me do one final thing. Let me check to see how... Because I think there's going to be one more episode. I think this is a Thursday episode that I'm recording right now. Yeah, this is a Thursday episode. There's going to be one more episode. So one more regular episode before we go into next week. And then once we go into next week, ooh, nice. So one more regular episode, and then it'll be Wednesday next week, which is going to be the next highlights episode. So I think that's going to be a better schedule. 443 though, fantastic bonus. Right, so let's set a new bounty against. I haven't really fought the Ancestor in a while, so let's do that. And is there anything else we need to do? Even in the hub area, it's slow. Yeah, definitely need to restart. So let's recap what we accomplished this episode. We found 2 cards, both from random loot. It seems that almost all of our cards now are from random loot. But those 2 cards took us to 929. Only 123 more cards remain to be found. We also just went through, I think we found a couple skins. We found a teddy bear skin for the Imler. That was kind of fun. Yeah, this one looks... The graphics on the bottom are actually kind of terrifying and don't really match. Because look at the eyes, right? It looks like it's angry, or it looks like it looks pretty evil. But the picture at the top makes it look cute and innocent. I like it, but that's just a little thing that I noticed. So that's one thing we found. We found 2 cards. We killed another couple of nether bosses. We handed in a Rune of Prophecies, and now we're working on the next one. So we're making the usual kinds of progress. We also made a bit of progress on the Anointment Collector achievement. So that's nice. In fact, that's the first achievement we found since we got done with the highlights episode. So that's nice. And overall, just feeling pretty good about the progress that we've made. Last thing I'll do before I end, let's take a look at some of our other achievements. How progress is going with you. Nearly 40,000, 41,000 defends. More than 84,000 provokes. So we're slowly chipping away at this as well. Well, let's also take a look at this. So we're up to 5.06 million out of 10 million creature parts collected. That's gonna be another one that just takes a long time to do. Anyway, I think that's gonna be all for today's episode. It's we're slowly going through the series, but you can see that once you get into the end, the last few achievements take a lot of planning if you want to do them efficiently. But we'll get there. For now, though, it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you'll join me in the next episode as well. Until then, take care.